Why are Latin roots in English words? Imagine trying to understand a new language without ever learning its roots. Many English words come from Latin, but why is that? Let's uncover the story behind these Latin roots in our language. Long ago, before the 5th century, Britain had contact with the Roman Empire. Romans spoke Latin, and they traded and invaded regions nearby. As a result, Latin words entered the Germanic dialects spoken by tribes like the Angles, Saxons, and Jutes. When these tribes settled in Britain, they brought Latin words with them. Think of words like wine, which comes from Latin vinum, or pound, from Latin pondus. These words became part of everyday speech. Later, the Romans ruled Britain for many centuries. Latin was used in government, law, and culture. Even after Roman rule ended, Latin stayed influential, especially in religion and learning. When Christianity spread to Britain, Latin religious terms entered the language. Words related to faith, education, and law often have Latin roots. For example, religion comes from Latin religio and school from Latin scala. During the Middle Ages, Latin was the language of scholars and scribes across Europe. English writers used Latin words to describe complex ideas. This added many Latin-based terms to English vocabulary. Then, in 1066, the Norman conquest brought Old French, a language descended from Latin, into England. This introduced a huge number of Latin words into English, especially in law, art, and government. That's why we have pairs of words like kingly, from Germanic roots, and royal, from Latin via French. Word formation also plays a role. Latin roots from the base of many English words through prefixes and suffixes. For example, the Latin fama means fame or report. From it, we get famous, family, infamy, famine, and infant. Recognizing these roots helps us understand what new words mean. In summary, Latin roots are in English because of many historical moments: Roman contact, Christianity, medieval scholarship, and the Norman invasion. These roots help make English richer and more precise. Knowing Latin roots makes it easier to understand and create new words. For example, if you know auditor means to hear, then auditory, audience, and audible all relate to hearing. That's how Latin roots shape the words we use every day.